Let's start the video off today with some e-commerce cart abandonment stats from Truelist.co because we like to geek out early here. 35% of online transactions are dropped because of a required registration prompt. 27% of customers leave because the checkout process is too complicated. Slow loading sites increase the abandonment rate by 75%. 35% of people will abandon a site if it isn't secure. And checkout flows have 23.4 elements on average. The ideal number of checkout form elements is only 12. What does this have to do with Facebook Shop setup, you're wondering? You're about to find out. Hi, I'm working with LYFE Marketing, the digital marketing agency that helps small businesses grow. Today we're talking about selling products on Facebook and Instagram by setting up shops. If you had a Facebook or Instagram shop prior to May 2020, you've probably gotten an invitation to upgrade to Shops, Facebook's newest addition to the e-commerce capabilities of the platform. If you've never sold on Facebook, I'll show you how to create your shop from the beginning later on in this video. Shops was launched last year to help small businesses. As Mark Zuckerberg puts it, Facebook Shops gives small businesses the same tools to build and operate your online store that global brands have had for reaching their customers. Those cart abandonment stats that I shared earlier are all reasons that Facebook Shops is something to at least consider for your business. I'll talk about that again in a little bit. For today's video, I'm assuming you already have products, a Facebook and Instagram account, and that you want to start seeing results from selling on Facebook. If that's you and your business, keep watching. And if you have any questions about how LYFE helps our clients find success on social media, subscribe to our channel and visit our website to learn more. Let's get started. So why should you set up shops on Facebook? If you've been running shopping ads on Facebook for any length of time, really, you may be thinking, wait, I already use a catalog to advertise on Facebook. Why do I need to set up shops? What's the difference between shops and a page or account with linked catalog products? Well, shops are a mobile-first in-app experience that allows users to discover your brand, browse your shop, share products with others, and make a purchase, all without leaving Facebook or Instagram. This is great because 79% of Facebook users across the platform are coming from a mobile device. Customers can message you directly on Facebook, Instagram, or in WhatsApp to ask questions and get shipping updates. Facebook also says that they're planning to bring shop display and purchasing to WhatsApp, Messenger, and Instagram Direct soon, as well as the option to link products before you go live so that folks can shop directly from your live stream, which I'm pretty excited about. Here's some benefits of using shops. Now remember, this works for both Facebook and Instagram. The release of shops could not have come at a better time for small businesses. Just as the repercussions of lockdown restrictions and quarantine were hitting businesses hardest, Facebook launched shops, providing millions of small businesses access to a brand new way of selling online. For those businesses that haven't really developed an online presence, Shops was a game changer and helped businesses everywhere discover the power of selling on social media. But other than a godsend during a disaster like the one we saw last year, why else should you consider using Shops? I'm so glad I asked for you. Shops allows you to showcase, promote, and sell your products on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, and Marketplace. You'll need to set up checkout on Facebook to use all the available placements. More on that later. With one shop, you'll have access to the users on each of these platforms that I mentioned, expanding your potential customer base exponentially. Who knows who will find you and fall in love with you? Another great reason is that shops are free to set up and use, making them a great option for small businesses or entrepreneurs with very small budgets. And it makes shops a pretty low-risk investment for you to play with. You should know that Facebook plans to start collecting seller fees in July 2020. Currently, the seller fee is 5% per shipment over $8 or a flat rate of 40 cents if your shipment is under $8. The third reason is the shoppers want to support you. I think one of the best things to come out of 2020 was the support and love that local communities and shoppers showed to their favorite local businesses. We learned that people want to support small business. Sometimes it's impossible to do so, like if I can't physically go into your store anymore. When you give your customers more options to support you and buy from you, they'll use them. The fourth reason is you can set up a shop even if you don't have a website or an online store. If you choose to check out on Facebook, you don't even need an external website in order to sell. If you're bootstrapping your business and have $0 for a website, and let's be real, that's a lot of entrepreneurs and small businesses, then this is a big win for you. The fifth reason is the checkout process is so easy. Many online shoppers will abandon their shopping carts if the checkout process is too difficult or has too many steps. Remember our stats from earlier. If you allow checkout on Facebook, your customers have a seamless, quick checkout. All of those issues that the stats brought up earlier are eliminated when you use checkout on Facebook. Okay, let's look at setting up your Facebook shop. Setting up a Facebook shop used to be one of the worst things to do, honestly. There were so many steps involved, and you had to go to a couple of different areas on Facebook to connect or upload your business information and your products. It was a nightmare. But don't let my bad memories stress you out. The process is much more streamlined now. Let's look into it. In order to have a Facebook shop, you need to have a Facebook page and a catalog. And your Instagram and Facebook accounts should be linked in your business manager. If you're just starting out, you can set all of that up during the shop setup flow. It's a really streamlined process that takes the guesswork out of everything. Let's look at the setup process and some of my tips or experiences as we go. I've recorded screenshots of me actually doing this on Facebook so that you can follow along. If you're brand new to Facebook, you're lucky because, again, the shop setup process is so easy and streamlined. You'll use the Commerce Manager to manage everything shop related. That's located in your business manager. Let's look at that now. You'll go to www.facebook.com/commerce_manager/onboarding_landing. If you're not logged in, Facebook will prompt you to do so. If you are logged in, you'll be placed right into the shop setup flow like this. So first step is to read through the getting started. You want to make sure you read through this section so that you understand how shop works and get any extra tips from Facebook. Facebook does update these flows and the information on the pages periodically, so it may look slightly different to you depending on when you're watching this video. Don't worry if that's the case, you're in the right place. Next, you'll select where you want your customers to check out. You have 3 options here. They can check out on Facebook and Instagram. This is Facebook's favorite option, and it comes recommended to you in the setup flow. In order to use this option, you must have a business address in the United States, and you need to have a US bank account. When you set up checkout on Facebook and Instagram, you'll also need this list of documents and information. That includes your business category and type, your address, your bank account details for collecting payments, your estate tax registration numbers for every state where the business operates, a federal tax identification number that matches the business representative's name for financial reporting, a business representative's personal or business identity information to verify that your business is indeed a business, and shipping options, a return policy, and a customer service email so that you can set up customer service options. You can also choose to check out on your business website. This is a great way to make sure all traffic goes through your website. Yes, you want the sale, but you want folks to leave your website to get it. Maybe you have an opt-in that you want, or you want them to see other offerings. That's okay. It might not be Facebook's favorite, but if it works for you, then stick with it. I use this option all the time for my clients, and it works wonderfully. In order to use the checkout on your business website option, you'll need to make sure that you have page management permissions, catalog management permissions, and if you have a business manager, you want to be an admin of the business manager account. Now, the final option, and the one that I see the least often, and I've actually never used for myself or a client, is checkout via Messenger. Quoting directly from Facebook's Help Center here, you can direct buyers to message your business on Messenger or WhatsApp to complete their payment. This option will not set up a checkout method for your shop. Instead, you will need to set up your own way to process payments and fulfill orders. After you've made that selection, you'll want to choose sales channels. Your sales channels are just the accounts that you want to sell from. If you have multiple accounts, you'll make that selection here. If there are any advertising credit offers for you, you'll be able to quickly identify those here as well. I really like this feature. If you notice that the account you want to use is grayed out, you don't have admin permissions on it. You'll need to request those permissions from the admin of the page and the account before you move on. And while you're asking, you might as well just double check that you have access to the business manager, the catalog, and Instagram permissions as well. Next, you'll connect your business account. Select from the business accounts you manage. You may only have one if you're a small business. I have a lot because I manage different accounts for clients. If you don't have a business account, don't worry, you can easily create one during this step. Just enter the name of the business manager. I would just go with your business name here and enter your business email and click next. Now this is where you'll connect your product catalog. You'll choose the catalog that you'd like to connect if you have one from this list, or you'll create a new catalog here if you don't have one yet. You may see some catalogs that are grayed out. Again, that means that they don't meet the requirements to use in your shop. If that's a catalog that you want to use, you'll need to do some troubleshooting before you can continue. If you create a new catalog now, you'll add your products at a later time, so just name it something that makes sense. I like to follow the business naming convention here as well. You have 2 options for your catalog, either a services catalog or a product catalog. Choose a services catalog if you sell services like haircuts or cleaning, consulting, design, etc. This is when no physical goods will be exchanged. Choose a product catalog if you have a physical item that you will be shipping to buyers. Next, set your shipping and returns. Your final step before you get to preview your shop is setting up your shipping and return policies. You can change or edit these later, so don't stress out about it during the setup. You'll choose from 3 shipping options, either standard, expedited, or rush. Select how much you'll charge for shipping, if you'll set a charge for any additional items, and how many days you think shipping will take. You also need to enter your return window. Facebook requires a minimum of 30 days. You'll want to consider how long it takes you to process and ship orders and think about how long it will take for customers to return the order if there's a problem. A 60 to 90-day return policy is usually a good choice. Again, you'll verify your customer service email and click Next. Now it's time to preview your shop details and submit your shop for review by Facebook. Look over your selections and double check that everything is connected to the right accounts and you've made the selections that you want. You'll need to verify that your shop meets Facebook's seller agreement. I recommend opening this up in a new window and reading through that fully before you check and submit your shop for review. I know it's boring, but it's pretty important stuff. Once you're satisfied, click Finish. Unless there are any issues with your Facebook shop or one of the elements connected to it, the review process typically takes between 24 and 48 hours, and then you're up and running. When your application is approved, you'll receive a notification from Facebook, and your products will automatically start showing on your Facebook shop page. You'll need to publish your page to make it visible to the public, though. So now that you've got your shop set up and approved, and it was relatively painless, hopefully, let's look at your next steps. To get this page launched and start seeing some conversions, you'll manage all of your shop details in the Commerce Manager. Let's walk through that so that you know what you're looking at and where to find everything you'll need to manage your shopping. When you enter the Commerce Manager on Facebook, you'll land on the Overview page. This gives you a snapshot of what's going on in your shopping account. If there are any announcements, you'll see them here. Any issues with your data sources or catalog will be here. You can easily click Review Issues to handle those immediately. You'll also have growth opportunities outlined. You can click See Details to learn more about those if you want. These are nice to-dos though, not have-to-dos. These issues above are the things that you should handle immediately. On the right in these widgets, we have Catalog. You'll see how many items are in your catalog, and if you click to manage it, it will bring you to the Items tab. This is where you can manage all the items in your catalog, add new ones, change descriptions, all that fun stuff. Now we'll pop back into Overview and look at Data Sources. This option will show which sources are set up in your account. Again, you can manage those quickly from here. You'll see what data sources you're using and any issues associated with them. You can also add items here. Sales channels will display where your shop is showing, whether that's on Instagram or Facebook or both. Finally, there are some helpful links from Facebook down here on the left if you need more help. If you've already uploaded a product catalog to use in ads and you just need to set up a shop, you can also do that in Commerce Manager. Go to your Commerce Manager and click Sales. You'll land on this screen if you've not yet set up your shop. Click Go to Shops and you'll land on that same shop setup process that I walked through with you earlier in the video. Follow all those steps and you'll be good to go. Now that you've set up your shop and connected it to the proper accounts, you're almost ready to start selling. There are just a few more steps to complete before you can publish your shop page. Let's quickly go over those now. The first thing you'll want to do is add products to your catalog so you can complete your shop setup and publish it. If you set up a catalog during your shop setup, you probably haven't added anything to it yet. Before you can publish your shop and start getting those sales, you'll need to add products to your catalog. You can add items using 3 different methods: by using the Commerce Manager, adding them manually, by connecting to a third party like WooCommerce or Shopify, or by using the Catalog Batch API. Let's talk briefly about each option before I show you the process. When using Commerce Manager, you can upload products manually using a data feed in the form of a spreadsheet file, or using the Facebook Pixel, or you can just input the information yourself. Here's a handy chart from Facebook to help you decide which option is best for your business. It will depend on the number of items that you sell and how often that inventory changes. For most of my clients, I prefer the Facebook Pixel option because that seemed to be the easiest to manage. But you can always switch later if you're not liking the selection that you've made or how it's working for you. If you decide to use a partner platform, you'll sync Facebook with your platform so that anytime you make changes on your website, they'll automatically be reflected in your shop. I love this option because it doesn't take any extra effort or steps on your part. You can currently select from this list of partners. You'll want to visit your platform to find specific instructions for linking to your Facebook shop because they do vary by platform. If you choose to use the API version, your catalog will be updated using HTTP requests. This option works best for companies that have a lot of inventory that changes quickly. This isn't super complicated to set up, but it is helpful if you have a website developer who can help you handle this portion of the process. Usually I just download the information and send it to the developer so that they can do it for me. Facebook for Developers will have more detailed info for your tech person in case they need it. Now, in order to view products in your catalog and to add more, you're going to go to your business manager. From the hamburger menu, All Tools, you'll select Commerce Manager. This may be visible in your shortcuts like it is in mine here, or you can scroll down this list and select it from the menu. Commerce Manager is where you'll manage your shop, including your catalog. To view all the items in your catalog, select Items. From here, you can search for specific items, add new items if you choose manual upload, and create sets that you can use in your advertising. You can use these items from your catalog in these ad types: dynamic, collection, carousel, ads with product tags, and collaborative ads. Make sure that you spend time on product descriptions. Just like you would on your website, it's a good idea to spend time on your product descriptions to make them enticing and persuasive. If you've already got great product descriptions on your website or elsewhere, it's okay to carry those over to Facebook. Just have someone proofread them to make sure there's no language that's specific to your website process, like add the item to your cart and select the orange button. You'll want to change any UI or checkout flow instructions to match the functionality of your Facebook shop, or just remove them altogether. A good product description focuses on the benefits of the product or service, tells a story, it sets the scene or the mood for your customer, it uses language and a tone that fits your brand, it uses selling words and calls to action, and it includes excellent product images and multiple looks when possible. You also want to make sure that you customize the look and feel of your shop. After your shop has been approved, you can go to the Commerce Manager and customize the look and feel of your shop and update collections. I'll show you how to do this next. On your overview page, you'll see a Shops widget tracking your progress through the 3 steps, which are Add Items, Customize Shop, and Publish Shop. Green check marks will appear next to these indicating what you've completed. If this is your first time using Shops, you'll see a tutorial prompt like this when you choose Customize Shop. Click through that and you'll be in the editor. This is a super easy editor. You can change the layout of your Shops page by reordering featured collections here. Click Style to change button colors and text link colors, the size of the text, and the button styles. Now your customization options are limited, but use what you have to make it match your brand look and feel. In Settings, you can select where your shop appears and how it updates your products. You'll exit the builder, save your changes, and publish updates in the bottom right corner. After all those things are done, you'll want to create collections of products and feature them in your shop. Collections are just groups of products that you can feature in your shop to draw attention to specific products, categories, or themes. These collections can be used to enhance the shopping experience for your customers. Show them a collection that goes well together, or introduce them to a new type of service. You'll add collections in the Shop tab in your Commerce Manager. Click Add a Featured Collection from the Layout tab and make your selections. You can reorder your collections to refresh your page anytime. Now it's time to publish your shop. When you're satisfied with your shop look and the collections you're featuring, just publish your shop so it's visible on all the channels you've chosen. Your shop and collections will need to go through an approval process, but that typically only takes a day or so. At any time, you can unpublish changes, hide your shop, or add other channels. Check the Settings section in the Shop Customization window to change visibility, or in Settings, Business Assets. Once your shop is live and everything is set up how you want it, you need to make sure that you tell people about it, right? It's probably time to advertise your shop with Facebook and Instagram ads. But you can also post signs in your physical store, announce it on all of your social media channels, send out an announcement in your newsletters, pretty much do anything that you can to get the word out. Consider running paid ads to promote your shop and collections. You don't need a huge budget to get started. You could put $600 a month toward your ads and start to see conversions in no time if you have a good strategy. If you need help setting those up, consider working with an agency like LYFE. Give our business development team a call and we'd be happy to talk to you about your needs. Thanks for watching this whole tutorial. I hope it helped you set up your shop so that you can start selling on Facebook. Using Facebook Shops is a great way to find new customers and grow your business across multiple platforms. It's an affordable way to start earning money for your business and is really easy to set up. If you sell anything online and Facebook or Instagram are part of your marketing plan, I highly recommend setting up and using Shops. Do you have any questions about something you saw here or something else? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any of our weekly digital marketing content. I'll see you in an upcoming video. Happy marketing!